Well, hello again everyone. Today I'm going to start a bit of a harder airbrush project. I've got Barry's dog to do for him at some point, but before I do that I want to have a practice doing an animal of some sort, and of course the animal that a lot of people do is the tiger. And I've noticed a lot of the tigers are looking quite thoughtful. They're quite sort of calm tigers, so I wanted to do one with a little bit more of a snarl to it. So I found this picture, and I think the first thing to do is to map out the black areas with the carbon paper. Well, my printout has a little white strip along the edge there, which I really need to get rid of because I want to tape it on so I can flick this backwards and forwards. And also, it's not as big as my piece of steel, so I'm going to tape it to the top and then mask off this bottom bit, and we can perhaps put something else along there. Put some text or something. I don't know, we'll have a think about that, but I'll mask it off so we don't get any spray on there. Now I'm using some of the online tutorials from Mick Neal at Airbrush TV to help me with this. So if you want to view a tutorial of how to paint tigers, then I suggest you head over there, and I'll put a link in the description below. It is a subscription service, but very worthwhile, I think. Anyhow, if you want to just follow my progress in doing it, then carry on here, I guess. Anyway, now I'm going to drop some of the black in, I think. I've had a few problems doing that, and it's resulted in me actually giving the airbrush a really good clean and turning up the air pressure a little bit. So let's see if that improves things. Well, you can see I'm having a lot of trouble getting consistent control. I'm getting a lot of spidering, and just the turning on and off of the paint is not consistent. I've tried cleaning the tip, I've tried all sorts. So now I've got the airbrush dismantled, and I'm soaking the nozzly bit and the other bits and pieces in airbrush cleaner. And I'm going to give the needle another thorough clean, and then we'll see how we get on. Well, I don't know if you can see, there is quite a few specks of paint being freed up by this cleaner. It's getting quite late in the afternoon, so I think I might just leave that to soak in there, maybe overnight, and then put the airbrush back together and have another go with it another day, because definitely not really performing as consistently as it should do. Could be a problem with the paint, of course, as well, but I don't know. We'll give that a shot. Yeah, so there we go. That's all soaking away, and I'll leave that overnight. But what we do have, of course, is the old £16 eBay brush with all the chrome coming off of it. I wonder if that will actually suffice in the meantime. Let's give it a go, see how we get on with that. Nah, to be honest, that's no better. I'm obviously just not feeling it today. I think the best thing to do is to pack away and restart afresh another day, probably once that proper Iwata airbrush is nice and soaked and clean. Okay, well that's a little bit disappointing, but you can see the issue I was having. You should be able to start the airbrush between two lines and stop it and get a nice even line, but very difficult to gauge exactly when it's going to start. It's a little bit inconsistent, and then when you get to the end and take the air off, you get this sort of blob. even if what you're supposed to do is carry on past the line and turn the air off as you pass the line. But however smoothly I try to do that, I'm still getting this kind of blobbing. You can see there, where you sort of just do a little pattern, and as you turn the air off, you get a little spit and a blob. And I've read up online, and people are suggesting all sorts of things about air pressure and how much you thin the paint, trigger control, but I've tried, being as accurate as I can and as gentle as I can, also as sharp as I can with the trigger, and I still get this same result. So a lot of people are also talking about cleanliness of the brush and cleaning of the brush, so I'm hoping soaking that overnight in the airbrush cleaner will help. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed it, press like, subscribe if you want to see some more, and ring the bell to be notified when we upload something new.